This video is going to help you gain overhead range and reach further into shoulder flexion, which is taking the arms overhead and almost behind the ears. It's going to help you with your handstand practice, it's going to help you with swimming, it's going to help you with surfing because you'll be able to reach further on your paddle strokes, downward dogs, and even back bending. Anything that requires your arms to be taken overhead and your shoulder blades to glide into elevation to free up space for the T-spine to extend. So the first thing we have to understand is that overhead and behind the body reaching of the shoulders, e.g. shoulder flexion and shoulder extension, comes from the ability to rotate through the shoulder. So here you'll see me internally rotating, leaning forward, stretching my pec a little bit, pulling down on the ring, and then externally rotating using the serratus or underside of my shoulder. I'm going to alternate between internal rotation using the front shoulder and pec and external rotation using the lat and serratus so that I can glide through that range and make sure that I'm in control of all of it. It's not too clunky, it's not too stuck, everything's active. And this rotation will directly correlate to better overhead reaching and even behind the body reaching, because see right here, this is behind my body reaching, this is overhead reaching. So we've gone from shoulder flexion to shoulder extension simply by rotating, not by drawing a big arc with the shoulder. The shoulder is the only joint in the body that can do this. And so to really get the most out of your shoulders, you have to train it. Start with the ring, stand on one leg, reach the ring with the opposite leg, and allow your body to lean away. By leaning and curving your spine away from the ring, you'll free up space for this motion to feel good. As you get stronger, you can lean less, or you can even take your feet off the ground. If the version that I'm doing is too much, then you're going to have to lower the ring and lean your body on even more of a diagonal. But the point is that I'm really controlling this rotation, turning my thumb back behind me and then turning my thumb in towards my head. And I'm just feeling how my shoulder blade and shoulder joint has to move for this to feel effective, the stretch. Now the next one I'm going to show you is how you can progress if this is too much. So you're going to set up a pair of low rings and learn to do this horizontally. We start in supination, and then we rotate the shoulder internally to take it behind our body into extension, and then we return again. So here it's a pull, and here it's more of a push. Well, technically it's still a pull, but you're going from using the back side of the shoulder to pull in the direction of retraction to using the front side of the shoulder to pull in the direction of protraction. And it's the same concept where we go from external rotation in front of the body to internal rotation behind the body, and we realize just how connected shoulder flexion and shoulder extension are. Now it's important through this that you resist the force of your body sinking against the ring and that you maintain a somewhat steady torso so that you've got a nice strong thing for your arm to connect to. So all I'm doing is stepping my foot under and then bridging up, and then I step my foot back the other way and face the floor. The bonus of this exercise is that you're going to get a great oblique workout. You're going to be integrating the rotation of your body and that midline control with shoulder mobility. Once you've thoroughly developed your understanding of these movements on one arm at various levels with rings that can move freely around your shoulders, you can start to explore them on a bar, which is more unmoving, and then eventually do both arms at once, which is going to require a lot more shoulder rotation and control.